Washington representatives. We could provide rental assistance for people who can't pay rent. We could provide child care for essential workers. We are now. You know what it takes? Money, funding, money. They passed the bill. You know how much it gave New York State to do any of the things we're talking about? Zero, zilch, nada. So when one of them says, I have a great idea, why don't we do this for every person? I would suggest maybe you say to them, oh, are you providing any funding to do that? Because the state has a $13 billion deficit. They have provided us nothing. Nothing for police, nothing for firefighters, nothing for schools, nothing for teachers, nothing for rental assistance, nothing for the massive governmental operation we have to put together with all of these things. Nothing. So yeah, you can do a lot of good things, but you need funding. Do you know about summer camps?
So as we phase in and decide on reopening in certain parts of the state, one thing we're looking at is looking at whether or not we're going to have daycare, what kinds of childcare be provided, and whether camps will be able to open for the purpose of providing childcare to the extent that we're putting people back to work in a limited basis. But those are part of those discussions right now.
Let's do another two. Who hasn't asked a question? Another two.
Sorry. Governor, there was...
All right, 1, 2.
Okay, so there were reports yesterday in a Brooklyn funeral home that there were stacked bodies, they were leaking, they were kept in unsanitary conditions. Wondering what the state health department is doing to investigate that. Were there complaints prior to yesterday, and will any penalties be issued for this harm?
We are investigating that funeral home. There were no complaints about that funeral home to the Department of Health in the past, and we have issued guidance out to all the funeral homes that we will not tolerate